Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Behind me is where the portal to the Halloween district lies. Or I thought that was the truth, but it actually is a lie. I can't believe my eyes. It's abjectly gone. This portal has been ripped from below the earth, and who knows where it has gone. I came out here ready for Halloween. I've got my trick-or-treat box with an ominous banner. I've got red sand, orange tulips, carrots. Why do we have blocks of emeralds in there? That was a mistake. Anyway, I brought all my Halloweeniest stuff, and unfortunately, the Halloween district seems to have disappeared. So I think what we need to do... Oh, well, for one thing, we don't have an elytra. Did I put my elytra in one of these boxes, or did I leave it in my ender chest? Okay, so I was going to say the first thing we need to do is fly up there and see if that's the new entrance to the Halloween district. But I'm realizing we don't have the ability to do that. Oh no. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to get these ender pearls out, because that can only go well. And then we're going to grab a bunch of nether brick, because that can only go well. And we're going to try to pillar up to within striking distance to ender pearl. Okay, good. That wasn't a lava block we just revealed, because that can only go well. Lot of things going well here. But we want them to go good. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to move some of those delicious, delicious netherrack bricks, just like Mama used to make, into slot 8 here of our hotbar. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to pillar straight up and hopefully confirm that there is some sort of newfangled way to access the Halloween district. Is this indeed a portal to the Halloween district? Let us learn. Ponder the mystery. Okay, yes. Halloween district, yes, but also in the middle of the night, no. Getting out of here before a creeper blows us up and destroys the portal. Woo! Okay, so that was one terrifying success. For our next terrifying success, what I would like to do is I would like to begin work on enclosing this tunnel. Let's kind of create that optimal Halloween feeling that all the hermits want to experience. Okay, good. This does seem to connect over here with that main area. But let's say that you're running here and a ghast shoots at you. That's just going to blow through this terracotta wall, no problem. Let's see. Where does this end up taking us? Okay, there's no sign. So for one thing, we're going to want to put a sign up here that says, "This is Halloween. Halloween tunnel, y'all." Done. Light it up. We actually don't have any lights, do we? Do we have a lantern? Somewhere. We've got all sorts of stuff, but unfortunately, they're in boxes. We're going to get the things out of the boxes, though, and then start doing the real work. Okay, we did have our elytra on us. Going to put that on, just in case, for emergency safety and rescue type stuff. I figure we'll grab orange terracotta and orange glass. Will make a good base kind of for this. And what we'll do is let's design this portal so that the floor we have here is going to go... What we'll do is we'll set up kind of a whole tunnel here. And we'll do soul sand on... Whoops. Let's take the ender pearls out of our offhand. So here's what we'll do, is we'll do soul sand on the outside here. And we'll have then like some sort of scary brick or something down the center. Maybe something with, maybe combine some glowstone in here. Ooh, glowstone. That's pretty scary. But then like we get some of the orange glass here. And we kind of set that up like so. We're just trying to create an experience here, you know? And we got some frightening rail cart noises. Now we're going to do 6 windows, of course, because that's a very scary number. So, boom, we got 6 glass, and then we'll do... Let's just do 2 orange terracotta here. We'll continue with our soul sand for the time being, just because having these soul sand rails in the short term is a real cheap way to stop a ghast from just hitting us with a cheap shot. So we are using our inexpensive resources to battle their inexpensive resources. If every time a ghast threw a ghast missile at us, which for them is practically free, they actually create those with their uvulae, and like it's like an instinctive thing. They're not like going to the store and restocking on those. That's just something their body naturally produces. So we can go ahead and do kind of like this. Yeah, and then what we'll have down the center line here is we'll get some nether bricks. I think nether bricks would look good. And then, how should I do this? Maybe, yeah, I didn't really think about how I wanted to do the glowstone. But yeah. So something like this. And we want to have a little bit of elevation to it, just so that people who want to fly can fly through here, kind of. Having these arched roofs is really helpful. It really behooves us to do that. So maybe I'll even... I know 9 is not as terrifying a number in traditional Judeo-Christian numerology, but you know what? It is an inverted 6, and so we're just going to play that record backwards and see how it goes. Okay. This already says Halloween Tunnel better than what we already had. So, no problem there. We can just kind of keep allocating blocks as though we are selling stocks and we are just cashing in before the run on the banks. There we go. Talking about a lot of terrifying things on this episode. Bank runs, soul sand. Yeah, okay. So, this is a viable start to this tunnel. Now, you might say, Joe, what are you going to do once the tunnel's completed? What sort of mysteries are going to occur in the Halloween district this year on Hermitcraft? You know, they wouldn't be very mysterious if I just told you, or if I didn't use a spooky voice in the process. It is occurring to me, though, I am not going to have enough blocks to just straight up build this as we're doing it now. We are going to have to go grab more. There's no way around it. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to put some of these blocks in place just to kind of generally communicate our objectives. We are going to go gather more sand. We're going to go gather more terracotta. And we will revisit our architectural Halloweenification of this area. So, be back in a little bit. Time skip. We have begun constructing our tunnel here, and it's going pretty okay, except there's a ghast that seems to have spawned, like, directly on the platform. I hit the fireball back at him, and it seems to have extinguished the portal. Now, a well-thinking person would say, I guess that means that we need to go get a flint and steel to relight the portal. But you know what? My inventory's pretty full right now, so I don't want to go get a flint and steel. Let's see if we can get this portal relit. Where are you at, ghasts? Oh, he's down there. I don't know if we're going to be able to get an angle on this. Well, that's unfortunate. Shoot at me? No. Too far away. Dang it. Okay, we're just going to keep working on this, and maybe he'll shoot at me while we work. Given that I wasn't able to blast a ghast blast back into the portal real fast and make everything go light up like purple glass, what I'm doing now is I'm running back with this flint and steel in hopes that I can manually reignite the flames of that portal's passion for interdimensional travel. You know, we might have to leave this partially constructed overnight because it's getting late here in Tennessee, so apologies to my European friends who are going to wake up tomorrow morning to a partially constructed tunnel. But on the plus side, at least the portal will be lit. Let's make sure that this actually does reconnect where it should go. Hey, it did, and now it's dark and a bunch of creepers are going to spawn, so let's leave. Yay! We did it. Time skip. What a delicious beverage. That will grant me 8 minutes of fire resistance, and I think this is a great time to take advantage of that new elytra I got, and we will now fly on the wings of an eagle and explore how that looks. Well, the cobblestone below it is kind of a bit disappointing, I must admit. I didn't remove that as I went, and I'm starting to regret it. What I am considering doing, though, I was thinking about this, and some of the hermits really like flying between portals. And one of the things that enclosing that portal does is it makes it so that the hermits that fly around in the nether can't just go up there and enjoy it. What I'm kind of thinking I should do is perhaps I should build some sort of a nether tower, a brick tower here, that will support this and also kind of give this bridge some sort of form. Like, right now, this whole structure here is basically, it's just floating in midair. That's not how air works. Air doesn't support freestanding bridges. Air supports, like, ground troops and other things, but not bridges. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start building some sort of basic tower here. Something super simple, just to give this kind of a visual feel like it's not an entirely free-floating object. And then we'll add a platform off of that the flying hermits can land on, and then access the backside of the portal via some sort of like glassed-in or enclosed thing, so ghasts aren't going to just shoot at it all the time, but there's a good way to get in there. Yeah, so this is not perfect, but like, let's say we took what we had so far here, and then we carve into it a little bit. Boom, like that. And then we could add some stairs, but like, having the structure... Whoops, wrong block. Having the structure have elements where there's like air gaps or whatever is going to make it feel like it's more sound, right? You don't want these things to be too quiet. They need to have a certain soundness to them. And how are we doing on nether bricks? Okay, that was literally the last one I had. We got some black terracotta. Okay, so in theory, everything I've done here so far is brilliant. Let's take a look. Well, it's not so brilliant that you can see it in like a visual brilliance sense. But let's just assume that putting a platform on the back of that would make sense to people and they'd be generally happy with it. So, what I'm going to do before this potion wears off and I start having real trouble is I'm going to fly back this way and grab some more nether brick and try to figure out how I'm going to make this bridge just kind of feel a little bit more anchored to reality. You know, if we're going to leave reality behind to go to the Halloween district, we need to understand the connection between reality and Halloween, right? There has to be that tether in the nether. Tether in the nether. Fire at the Minecraft heck? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Time skip. Look at that. We've got a new sign that says to Hermit Halloween District. Boo! As well as some new windows out here. I've removed all the cobblestone from underneath the tunnel here, as well as added a new landing pad with some ladders at the end for the folks that like to fly on over. I feel that the orange pillars here should maybe connect to this. I don't know. I kind of like it being architecturally disconcerting. It's hard to tell when it comes to Halloween stuff exactly how unconcerting it should be. You know, what's the difference between, you know, good and unfinished? But anyway, from here now it looks much better. This is one of the ladder wells. We've got these kind of going out, one on either side, so regardless of which way the hermits fly over here from, they should hopefully be able to find a way up. You know, nothing too complicated. It's just a nice little nether pillar. We can come down here and see a nice little platform. Boom. So there we go, folks. We have a tunnel. We have 2 ladder wells. We have a future that will welcome the hermits to their own personal Halloween dell, I guess. It's kind of like a dell. I think that's where the farmer lived. Anyway, I'm not an expert in that stuff. When we come out here, oh no, it is dark and terrifying in all of its own ways. Probably should not have ended the episode with a mad dash, hopefully through a door. Hey, we made it through the door. That is better than I was hoping for. Whew. Okay, so now we'll hang out in this cellar beneath this haunted abandoned church. And you might have noticed that this episode had no mid-roll ad in it. That's thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Kathleen Heath. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a haiku of my own devising. October arrives, and the leaves fall like the sun. The moon rises now. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. And try not to get eaten by zombies. Ah! I actually probably shouldn't go up here. This is literally how they get you.